Hey guys, sorry the lighting's not super great today. I just had to set up the camera real quick, talk to everybody. Right, so I was really looking forward to not talking about this anymore. A couple of things. First and foremost, I don't know if you guys noticed, my TikTok account got banned.
Wait, where'd my video go?
It's back up right now, but I can't log into it. So the reason my account was banned was because I got literally 9 or 10 copyright claims, false copyright claims. They came from He Who Shall Not Be Named.
But what's that got to do with you?
It was not copywritten material. It was fair use material, and it was mine. In fact, the very first copyright that I got was for a video that had absolutely nothing to do with He Who Shall Not Be Named. It was the promotion video to promote our Indiegogo campaign, where we're trying to raise literally not even very much money to start our own YouTube channel and start filming and be able to hire our crews and hire the actors that are going to be a part of it who are not working there anymore, and we want to be able to give them work because they stood up for what was right. So that was the good news, by the way. We started our own channel. It is called Good Works.
Guess what? We heard you.
Well, the Lord heard you, and He's here to answer your prayers.
Okay, great. But we're not doing the in character thing. We're just being there.
Yeah, just being there.
Drop the end.
Well, then why am I wearing this? This is stupid.
It's to show people like a hint of it.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, all right, so we heard you, and we're here to answer your prayers with a new channel.
Please, please, please go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, check out the content. We will be doing some more stuff as the campaign goes on before we even start shooting, so that we can get our community growing over there. But yeah, we released this video and all of a sudden I get a copyright claim on it. And then literally like all of my content underneath it, boom, 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 boom. Copyright claims. Obviously TikTok doesn't take kindly to that, so they banned me immediately. And this wasn't just happening to me. Dylan also got banned, which is awful, and his account is not back up yet. If anybody knows how to get a hold of TikTok, Dylan could really use your help right now, because he really didn't do anything wrong. He was just speaking his mind and telling a story that he thought needed to get out there. It also happened to Michael Vaccaro. His account got banned. I believe it just came back up. He'd only even had a TikTok account for 6 days before it got banned. Mind you, every single one of these copyright claims is coming from He Who Shall Not Be Named. Some of the younger actors got cease and desists when they started releasing some of their videos telling their stories. I know Jaslyn definitely did, Brianni definitely did, Dylan definitely did. It's just so wrong. Like, way to try and smush the little guy. Thank you for proving our point again and again and again. This is why we spoke out. This is why we were protesting. The person who's either directly doing these things or allowing somebody to do it on their behalf or asking someone to do these things on their behalf is the person who owned the company that we were working for, where we were unhappy and we felt completely exploited, and we were scared to say anything because anytime somebody would speak up, they would disappear. And this is the same person who's running a moral stories company. It's just crazy to me, and it is so incredibly gross. And I know, I'm sure some people are like, oh, it's just a TikTok account, whatever. Let me explain something to you guys. I worked for that company for about 5 years. All of the time that I worked there, I got credited not very well in the videos. It was very hard for people to find my actual name. Most people did not know who I actually was. Normally in credits, when people act in something, their name is like very big in there on the credits. Most of my credits were like buried in the description in, YouTube videos, if at all. For a very long time, there were no credits at all. Eventually, they started doing IMDb credits, which a lot of people have had issues with that as well. But I mean, hot girl, mean girl, gold digger, it doesn't really look great on your IMDb profile. It doesn't give you a substantial character name, even if you're like the main character. Anyways, besides that, I feel like when people like your performance, they should be able to find you and follow you on your social platforms. I was able to finally get 2.2 million followers on my TikTok account, and that was a huge accomplishment for me. That allowed me to get brand deals. That allowed me to have a lot of different opportunities. That allowed me to be able to monetize making my own content. And then you want to take that away from me because you think that you made me? It's so gross. Like we've been saying, we're paid garbage at that company. And I'm so tired of them putting things out being like, we pay them competitive rates. You're comparing yourself to the wrong competitors. Getting paid hourly rates for these types of projects is just unacceptable at this point. Not being able to get either buyouts or residuals, unacceptable. It's not a rinky-dink operation anymore. So if you're gonna play like a big boy, then play like a big boy. Anyways, moving forward, yes, we are creating our own channel. We're very excited about the first series that we have lined up, but we would like to develop multiple series underneath that channel. It's a comedy series. It's not even competing with He Who Shall Not Be Named. Like, not in any way, shape, or form. We don't want to be tied to that brand any longer at all. We stood up for ourselves. You proved our point time and time again. We called you out on your BS. Because a lot of those responses were BS. And by the way, here's just like a little bit of inside info. Yeah, he did end up having a meeting, not with any of the actors who asked for one, but with the ones who publicly professed their loyalty to him. I'm not calling him a narcissist, but that kind of is a little bit textbook. We don't know what happened at the meeting. We don't know what was discussed at the meeting. A good number of the people who were at that meeting had been at our meetings or had been in talks with us and definitely wanted change, and they definitely wanted a lot of what we wanted, and they definitely knew that things were going wrong. Why they decided to jump ship all of a sudden, I don't know. I think it shows that they don't value themselves, they don't know their worth. It totally undermined not just like me and Chaz, Michael and Colin and Rachel, but look at all of the young actors. The young actors. Avery just turned 19, happy birthday to her. They're in their late teens, early 20s. They stood up for what was right, and they have a lot more to lose. To undermine them for your own selfish reasons or whatever is just really gross. And once again, when I talk about the people who had the meeting with He Who Shall Not Be Named, obviously he flaunted it on his social media and all that, but oh my gosh, and that video where he's like sitting on the bench and all like lonely and we are family. So cringy. So cringy and so like totally tone deaf. Totally tone deaf. But cool, whatever. Once again, I'm not talking about Aiden and I'm not talking about Devin. They're kids. Their whole view of this entire situation is going to be very, very different from ours. What we do know from the meeting, the raise that they got, let me just let me break this down for you. Apparently, from what I saw from emails that were sent to me, everybody was bumped up. So they had broke it down that there's 3 forms of payment. Backgrounds make 18, speaking roles make between 33 and 44. And a lot of the people at the 33 level were like main actors. Now, if you're an extra, you're getting $33 an hour, which is crazy because that's above SAG rate, so it's just ridiculous. And that's not being generous. It goes to show that they think all actors are just like background actors, which everybody's done background work. I've done background work. It's part of the hustle, it's part of the grind. But everybody knows that when you're working background, you are the bottom of the barrel. And it sucks. It just goes to show that that's how He Who Must Not Be Named Studios goes to view all of the actors. They're all down here. That's what that shows me. You're gonna bump up extras who have no speaking lines when your main actors were making that much. That just shows me right there that you know that you were paying your main actors garbage. 18 to 33 for extras is crazy for me. I mean, I'm happy for those who are getting it, go get it, but that's not a smart business move. That is ass backwards and it doesn't make any sense. If you want to spend more money, then give residuals or give buyouts to the people who deserve it. It's just ridiculous. So I'm assuming those who were at 33 are probably now at 44, and I'm assuming they added a new tier in which 44 is now $55 an hour. The fact that that was accepted by those actors is ridiculous. I would have said no. We want proper day rates. We want buyouts. You can't just buy us off so cheaply. Come on, guys, dude. He was grasping. He needed you at that point. You could have really stood up for yourselves and done something cool. Anyways, I just want to say throughout this whole really crappy experience, thank you so much to all of the fans who have been so incredibly great and so supportive of us. And also a whole bunch of fans were getting copyright strikes against them from he who shall not be named. My inbox was blowing up with people being like, oh my gosh, and that's really terrible because these are a lot of young people, and some of the videos that were being taken down, that was their first like million views. You know what I mean? That's a big deal. And to have that be taken down because why? You don't want somebody speaking badly about you? Everybody has to praise you? No, I'm sorry, it's called the First Amendment, and don't treat people like crap, and no one will have anything bad to say about you. Point blank, period, done. Not that hard. Also, I have to thank all of the YouTubers who have shared this story, who have continued to follow this story, who have reached out personally. Thank you. We knew we weren't working on any Academy Award winning content, right? And we knew it was cringe. You know, we did try at one point to try to have some more fun with the scripts that we were given and try to make it more comedic and stuff like that. But the truth is of the matter is like, as an actor, a day on set is usually better than a day when you're not on set. And every time you work a project, no matter what level you're learning and you're developing your craft, and we were meeting great friends and we enjoyed the cruise and we loved each other. It just got to a boiling point where it was enough is enough, and how long are we going to keep being exploited, essentially? So I think partially we were a little bit nervous as to like, what's the reaction of the internet gonna be when we make a stand? And the fact that you guys were like, hey, these people are trying to make a living, they brought a lot to that company. We know that guy's making a whole lot of money off of their performances, and regurgitating these same stories and repackaging these videos and re-releasing them on all of these different platforms. That's messed up. You guys really helped our cause, and it like, because of that I can almost like breathe a sigh of relief. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. We are going to operate our business the way we wished they operated theirs. I mean, it'll be a much more scaled down version. Hopefully at some point it'll grow, and it's really not that hard to just do the right thing and treat your people well. Once we get our first like few videos up and running and stuff, please react to them. Whether you like it or not, you can be brutally honest. There's no bias or anything, but we would love whoever wants to react to them, because when you share our stories, oh wow, I almost sounded like you know who. But when you share our stories, it gets it out to another audience that we didn't have access to. And one of the most frustrating things about this has always been, you know, everybody knows our faces, nobody knows our names. And we didn't really have as strong of platforms to step out and speak out, or you know, go our own separate ways, and until now. And a lot of people still don't feel like they're ready for that yet, but we did it anyways. We're very excited to move forward. So without further ado, let's check out Good Works.
Guess what? We heard you.
We have heard you.
We heard you.
We've heard you.
We heard you. Yes, we are going to make our own show. We're making our own content. It's coming to you ASAP.
Together as a group, we're creating a show called Good Works.
With an E in there because we're quirky. I don't know. We thought it was funny.
Nothing too crazy to start out, but we do need your help, because it'd be nice if we could pay people.
Now, in order to do that, we have created an Indiegogo campaign where you can donate to help us get the show started. And when you do donate, you're not just going to help us make the show, you're also going to get exclusive perks.
Every $5 counts, I'm telling you. All right.
Go ahead and check out the full list of perks and our plan for how to spend the money on our Indiegogo page.